Shadows grew brighter as silence began to scream. All is halted, and the world gazes upon Obuadie as he casts his beam upon Africa. For it is time, like the vine dresser, he comes in a season of harvest, with hopes up high as he looks in the direction of his evergreen pride, Africa. But where do we hide? What do we say? That we have nothing to show but an Asian bag and bowl, known to every Western currency but empty to its people. Nothing to show but footprints laid in the paths of old, grown stone cold, trodden far away from the footnotes of sanity into the text of irony. Nothing to show but raiding trails of the West, leaving our children in thirst. For who bewitched us? Seemed to be risen but never up, imprisoned and chained up, not by the master but by the slave, slow, steady to the grave, for the battle is won with arsenals of the mind, aiming low as the target still crawls blind, watering the weeds as we watch the future wither, and with bright colors we paint a dark picture, for without hope even the fly takes a bite. Dilute not your well of dignity, O Africa, for ye are not children of lesser gods. It is time to roll up your sleeves, awake from your slumber and launch into the deep, for your future lies not in the belly of the Mediterranean Sea, and your value calibrated not on a Western scale. For the seller sets the price and not the buyers. Know your worth, O Africa. Shut your doors and see them thirst, for on your lap life and death rests. Know your worth, O Africa, for the lion feeds not on the carcasses after the hyena. Once a leader of the pride, but now a beggar with pride. To whom did you lend your identity? Now lift your heads up high, for hope is in sight, not from the shores of the east or the west, but from the tears and sweat gouged out of the Sahara. She tests for change. So wet your brushes with creativity. Let us paint Africa's hope under the belly of the heavens with dignity, telling our own history. Might be with quivering lips, but it will be our own. Slow, but we will be in control. Run out of paint, but never will we faint. For with the pen in hand, we punch with our own script. Roll up your sleeves, dear comrade. Come, let us build. For the cement is not yet cast. Respond to the beat of the phantom from, regardless of where you come from, erasing geographical borders. For this is Africa. Beware, O Africa, for as the beam is cast upon you, the hyena sees that too. For as there is demand, she hopes to supply, taking control of the entire pie. Slavery redefined, not with chains or whips to carve scars through the spine, but by commanding your resources, the people fall in line. For empty bellies will trade funds for a night's meal. If only the coast of history could tell us the path for which it tread, we will beat mediocrity at the anvil of hope until it's dead. For a tree planted today gives shade tomorrow, and he who lives by the river cries not of thirst and sorrow, for there is no place greener than Africa.